happy Friday. We've made it through another week, and this is just going to be another quick lesson over what we're covering yesterday, which is topic 8.8b, which is being given the equation and matching the scenario to go with that equation. Okay, so we're just going to work through 3 examples really quickly, and there's a Get More Math today to earn 5 daily points, and then there will be just a mini quiz so that way to end our week. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So it says choose the most correct real-world scenario that can be represented with the equation 95 hundredths x equals 55 hundredths x plus 60. Okay, guys, so the one thing I want you to focus on is what operations are happening in our equation. So on the right side, we see addition, okay? On the left side, there's no operation. It's just the 95 cents and the variable. And again, we also do want to pay attention to our numbers and make sure that they are the same. So I suggest the best way is to just read through each scenario and based off of that scenario, write an equation and see if it matches. Okay, guys? So let's look at A, and I'm going to just write it down here. It says, I don't know, I think that's supposed to say Looney Tunes or Tony Tunes charges 95 cents for each song you download. Okay, first things first, let's break this down. 95 cents for each song. Okay, the variable is each song because we don't know how many. The coefficient is 95 cents. So on this side, 95 cents x. All right. So we have that part, and an annual membership fee of $60. All right, so that means if I'm paying an annual membership fee, I'm paying $60, which is going to be in addition to each song I download. Okay, well, let's look, guys. I can already tell that this right here is not the same as the left side on this equation. Okay, so that means this cannot be our answer choice. So option A is out. All right. Okay, and I'm gonna erase this one. Okay, let's move to option B. Okay, option B says Tony Tunes charges 95 cents for each song you download. All right, so again, we got that 95 cents for each song. Okay, each song is the variable again because we don't know the number of songs. And then it says up with downloads. Okay, so this is 2 separate companies. Tony Tunes is one, and Up with Downloads is another company. So now I'm going to set my equal sign. Charges 55 cents for each song. Okay, so now this company charges 55 cents for each song and gives us a one-time $60 discount when you sign up. Okay, guys. Discount. Okay, so what does discount mean? Let's think about this for a second. Again, if we're buying something at a discount, okay, that means it's going to be cheaper, or we're subtracting it from the original price, right? Well, then this would indicate some minus 60. But let's look closely at our operation. The operation we wanted to see is addition. Okay, so option B is not our answer choice. Even though it was close, you see how they kind of can make it very easily for you to mistake that option as your answer. Okay, so let's move to option C. Erase that. All right, moving along to option C. It says Tony Tunes charges 95 cents for each song you download. Okay, so Tony Tunes, 95 cents for each song. 95 cents times each song. It says Up with Downloads. Okay, so now we're talking about the second company, so equals. Charges 55 cents for each song. All right. So 55 cents for each song. But also charges an annual membership fee of $60. All right, so now again, we're being charged this $60. So this is, again, being added to what we're already paying. All right, so let's look at our equation. All right, so we have the 95 cents X, that's a check. Okay, on the left side. On the right side, we have 55 cents times X, check, plus yes, check, and 60, check. So yes, option C is our answer choice there. All right, let's keep moving on to the next example. It says, which of the following situations could be modeled by the equation 5x minus 4 is equal to 3x plus 2? Okay, so I'm going to write this equation up here just a little bigger. 5x minus 4 is equal to 3x plus 2. Okay. It says, so let's, again, we just have to go through each scenario, guys, and write our equation and see which one it goes to. So 5 friends paid $4 each when they split a pizza. Okay, well, first let's talk about, oh, and let me finish reading. Then it says 3 of them paid $2 each for a soda. How much did they spend all together? Well, this one, guys, since I finished reading the question, it says how much did they spend all together? That means I would be adding all of those things up. I'm not really setting anything equal to one another. So therefore, I know that option A is not my answer choice because they want me to just add everything. Okay, I'm not setting anything equal. Nothing is the same. Okay, so let's move on to, and again, guys, that's why I want to also stress that it is important to read everything. Okay, read all the way till the end before you start to work through these. Option B, Sarah went 5 blocks west and 4 blocks south to meet up with Laura, who went 3 blocks east and 2 blocks north. How many more blocks did Sarah walk than Laura? And again, guys, they're not asking us did they walk the same amount or how many blocks it would take them to walk the same amount. So we're not setting Sarah and Laura equal to one another. It's just asking us how much more did Sarah walk than Laura. And again, that there's not asking for an equation. So option B is out, not our answer. Moving to answer choice C, it says Vinny bought 5 albums at Vintage Vinyl and used the $4 left on his gift card. Okay. Gino bought 3 albums and added, and a $2 bracelet. They each ended up spending the same amount. How much was each album? Okay. So finally, we have something that says they each ended up spending the same amount. Then it says, how much was each album? Okay, so from this same amount right here, I know that I'm going to be setting these two people equal to one another. So I'm going to come down here, I'm going to put Vinny, and I'm going to put Gino over here, just like we were doing, where we have a left side and a right side. Okay, now, if we look at Vinny, it says Vinny bought 5 albums. So Vinny bought 5 albums. Now, we got to read to the very end where it says, because this is where it's going to give us our variable. How much was each album? Well, we know that he bought 5, but does it tell us the cost? Does it tell us how much he spent on each album? No. So this each album gives us our variable. That's our variable. $5 times however much the albums were. Okay, then it says, and he used the $4 left on his gift card. All right, so if you add $4, that's how much he spent total. Okay, let's look at Gino. It says Gino bought 3 albums. All right, so here's Gino. He bought 3 albums. But again, since he bought these albums, We don't know how much each album was, so that's our variable. And a $2 bracelet. All right, well, plus $2. Okay, now we have our equation, but let's look back at the original one. What were we supposed to be matching it to? Now, all the numbers look the same, but there's one key factor here that is not the same. That is this operation here, plus. Look at my original problem. It wanted subtraction between these two. So therefore, even though it has the right numbers on both sides, it's not our answer, okay? Because it doesn't match the original equation. So that leaves us with option D. But let's make sure, guys. You can never be too sure. And I understand it's a lot of work, okay? You can think of it as like when you're in your reading class and you're asked to read a passage and then they ask you to answer like 5 questions or infer what the main character was feeling, or it's kind of like that. We're trying to interpret these word problems just in a mathematical way. Okay, so let's look at Kendra. It says Kendra used a $4 coupon on her $5 purchase. Her brother paid the same amount but bought 3 packs of gum and paid $2 in tax. How much was each pack of gum? All right. So here we can see that Kendra used, so we have Kendra and her brother. So Kendra, okay, and her brother. So we know they paid the same amount, so that's why we're setting them equal. It says Kendra used a $4 coupon. Okay, and if we're using a coupon, we're subtracting. Okay, so minus $4. Then it says on her $5 purchase. All right, well, she spent $5. Okay, we don't know what, I'm assuming she bought a pack of gum. Her brother paid the same amount and bought 3 packs of gum. All right, and paid $2 in tax. So again, the package each gum is our variable. That's X. So we can put the X here and the X here. And then it says, and paid $2 in tax. So again, we have to add that to the amount total. Okay, now let's go back and look. This matches our equation, okay? Because we have subtraction here on the left side and we have addition on the right side. All right, so yes, D is our answer choice. All right, last equation, guys. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so which of the following situations could be modeled by the equation 2x plus 14 is equal to 3x? And again, we want to pay attention to the operations. We have plus on this side, and we have no, well, there is an operation, but there's only one term on this side and 2 terms on the left side. Okay, so let's just read option A. Kara's age is 4 more than twice her brother's age. Kara is exactly 3 times her brother's age. How old is her brother? Okay, well, it doesn't say if we're setting them equal to one another. It doesn't say if they're the same. Okay, so let's see. I don't think this one's not it because again, we're not setting these 2 people equal to one another. They're 2 different ages. So therefore, A, out of the question. B, Fiona bought 2 books and paid $4 in taxes. CJ bought 3 books. How much taxes did CJ pay? But again, it's not telling us that Fiona and CJ spent the same amount of money. It just wants to know how much tax did CJ pay. Okay? And again, that doesn't lend us to writing an equation. So B, not our answer. Let's look at C. A homemade soup takes 2 minutes to prepare and 4 minutes to cook. A canned soup takes 3 minutes to cook. Which soup takes longer from start to finish? Well, guys, again, it's just telling us that homemade soup takes 2 minutes to prepare and 4 minutes to cook. It says a canned soup takes 3 minutes. Which soup takes longer? And again, if we're figuring out which one takes longer, we would be subtracting the different times. And again, we're not asked, if they're equal or if they're the same. Option C, not our answer. So hopefully it's option D. Let's take a look. The number of students in the 2-year-old class and the 4-year-old class is equal to the number of students in the 3-year-old class. How many students are in each class? Okay, so in this one, at least I have it where it says the class is equal. Okay, so we're talking about a 2-year-old class, which is going to be on my left side. And we're talking about the 3-year-old class, okay, which is going to be on my right side. Okay, so 2 years old and 3 years old. All right, let's go back. It says the number of students in the 2-year-old class and the 4-year-old class, okay, so this is 4-year-olds as well, is equal to, okay, so we have 2 years, which is 2, and we have and plus, because of the and the 4-year-old class equals the number of students in the 3-year-old class. And obviously, they're 3 years old. How many students are in each class? Okay, well, it says the students in the 3-year-olds class, but it doesn't say how many students in each class. So this is where the X comes here. And then again, the number of students in the 2-year-old class, but it doesn't tell us the number of students. So that's our X here. All right, so let's go back and look at our equation. Does this match this equation? Yes, it does. Okay, so we have 2x plus 4 is equal to 3x, which matches 2x plus 4 is equal to 3x. Okay, guys, so hopefully these examples help you. Again, join the lives at 9:30 and 2 for more practice with me so we can get some one-on-one questioning going on. And I do want to end with okay, guys, so I wanted to show you what Get More Math looks like and how you should be using it. So Get More Math is a way for you to practice what topics we're covering and get some just extra practice in. Okay, so this is what the assignment looks like. It should say graded assignment, Get More Math, earn 5 points. Okay, if you read the top, it says if you have not created an account yet, use the access code for your class and create one. So the access codes I listed on the left side here. So if you haven't created an account, you're going to need to hit where it says no account, create new with class code, which is right here. Okay. Oops. And if you've already created one, please don't make another one because there are accounts that have multiple names. Just log in with that account. Okay. Now I'm going to log in with just like a sample class and show you what it looks like. Okay, so these topics that are being covered are the 2 topics that we covered this week: writing an equation from a real world problem, and then given an equation and matching the real world problem. Okay, so once you answer these questions, so for example, if I just click this one here and I click check, it's a wrong one. So I do have to read these and figure out which one is the correct answer. So here, let me see, per hour, so it's maybe this one. All right, and so then you should get those smiley faces. But if you look here where it says where it says GMM and then it says 0, I haven't earned any points yet because I haven't answered any questions correct. Okay, so if you see the $sign, that means that question is worth points. So, but as soon as I click the wrong answer, then it takes away that point. So you need to make sure that you earn at least 5 points today. And I can see when you're earning points, and I can see how many daily points you earned. Okay, so in order for you to get a participation grade, I need you to earn 5 points today. Okay, Friday, September 11th. All right, guys. Other than that, that's all I have. Make sure you do the checkpoint quiz and watch the lessons, and have a great day.